Hi, I'm Jhanille Young and I am an attorney at law. I have been diagnosed with acute anxiety disorder and recently depression. I have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder from 2017, and from then it has been a whirlwind of ups and downs, highs and lows. I remember my first panic attack. Well, even before then, I always walked with a sense of dread, of worry, constantly irritated, agitated, thinking something was going to go wrong. Going out was a struggle for me, always thinking something bad is going to happen. I didn't do things like drive, go out, drink, stuff like that. It was hard for me. And there were times I felt that there could be something wrong. And I'm like, it's probably just that regular general feeling of dread, anxiety. A lot of people say, I feel anxious. And it didn't happen until the 23rd of August when I was showering after a long day of work, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. My heart was racing. I felt hot. I actually ran and skid out of the bathroom and I said, Mommy, I'm going to die. And from then, it has been quite a journey, if I'm being honest. There are some days where you just walk with this heaviness on your chest, and it is hard for you to concentrate. It is hard for you to put your best foot forward. And then recently, there were a lot of changes in my life, COVID being one, and the loss of something important to me, two things important to me, including a relative. And then I fell into depression. I didn't even know what it was. I was holed up in a space for probably a week, and I just could not get up. It was just a despair of darkness, just this ever feeling of I'm lost, I'm confused, I have no idea where to turn, what to do. It's something that I can't even explain. I could try, and we'll be here all day. But I got help. And I think that is the good thing about mental health these days, is that you can seek help. So a typical day for me in terms of coping is that I have now developed routines. So especially in COVID, I have now a skincare regime. So I get up and I do this whole skincare thing, and it kind of distracts you, gives you something to look forward to. I pray a lot, I journal a lot as well. Friends and family do help. It is good to have a support system. Don't be discouraged, however, when they don't truly understand. And sometimes some family members might be a bit insensitive or they're not sure about it. And that is why we're here to start this conversation, to get persons involved and informed about it so that they can be a better support system. But they do help. So find what works for you. I won't come and say, meditation works and you go woosa and you feel a good day. Some days that work and some days it doesn't. But every day is not a bad day. You'll have bad hours, bad weeks, and then there are certain days where you have good months that you can flourish, that you can feel good about yourself. Another coping mechanism for me is that I actually see this as my superpower. I'm a superwoman. I get up in the morning, I get dressed and I put on my cape, and it makes me such a better lawyer. I'm focused when I have good days. I'm focused, I'm at it. I empathize more, so I am so much better in terms of relating with people, because I understand what it is to get up and put on a mask and try to put on a persona that you're not. So it's easy to get away from the pretenses and just level with one another. And so I've found that embracing it as a part of who you are, it works for me. I'm a superwoman, nobody can tell me otherwise. And I'm normal just like anybody else, and I get the job done. And that's an important part to me. A piece of advice that I would give to anybody who has anxiety and depression, It is a lot. I am just learning to deal with the depression part of it. I am on medication daily. That alone has its side effects. There are some days where I feel very sluggish, like I can hardly get up. But as I say, your routines will help. And this bit of advice will help too. Be kind to yourself. A lot of times we are our worst critic and we think the worst of ourselves. So I'm imploring you to be kind to yourself. You're not alone. Don't be afraid. Allow to feel it. Nobody expects you to be perfect. If you're having a bad day, go through it. Allow yourself to manage those feelings, come to grip with those feelings. Get the care that you need. Do the research, speak up and speak out. And understand that it doesn't stop you. As I say, it's my superpower. And I have accomplished so much in my life that I have to be grateful. It hasn't stopped me. I will tell you that there are some days where I wish I could do more, and on those good days you maximize and you conquer the world, basically. My biggest accomplishment in this is sitting here in front of you. It is nerve-wracking, and it is such a proud moment for me. A lot of times, a lot of movements come together and you don't really see the faces behind of it. So here I am as one of those faces telling you that it is okay. You can come out, you can speak out, and you'll be fine. We're about ripping away the labels, ripping away the stigma. Like really, we are the cool ones here, if you kind of get what I mean. Get with it. But I'm asking you, I'm asking everyone, society at large, especially in a time like this, rethink mental health, research it, talk about it, because I have that diagnosis. I have two, and it's a struggle, but I'm learning and I'm growing, and it's a day-to-day experience, and you will get better. Find what works for you. You pray, you go to church like me, I journal, you have friends. Whatever works for you, do you. And if you're having a bad day, you're having a bad day. But this is my charge. Rethink it, talk about it, research it. Let us get the conversation started about it. It's not a taboo thing anymore.